Welcome one, welcome all. Week 6 fantasy football recap. I'll be your host with the most, Scotty Holton. I'm always flamboyant. I'll take you through the ups, the downs, the sideways, interceptions. Oh, get that out of here. We don't need to see that quite yet, Sammy, but there's 2 more on the way. Don't worry about it. Okay, now let's get started. Let's really get into it, okay? So we're going to start off with the first game of the week with Commish Craig, Sammy Green Eggs and Ham, 95 points versus Team JYN, Marta, 89 points. All right, but highlights for Sammy Green Eggs and Ham. Andrew Luck did well, finally. Been waiting for that, I understand. And he's back. And, hey, let's go, Buffalo. Don't look now. Sammy Watkins, baby. Finally coming back in. Maybe E.J. Manuel has something to do with that. But Marta going heavy on the Giants. I don't know, trusting Eli, Odell Beckham, Rashad Jennings. Should have played James Starks. Kid had 23 points. Could have helped you. That one's going to hurt. And you know what? You know what's going to hurt even more? Some of this delicious whiskey. It's terrible. But you know what? You did lose. And I'll take a defeat shot. Cheers. That is not very, very good at all. Anyways, the final note from that game was that Sammy Green Eggs and Ham is finally back. Sammy Watkins did well, but I am the best Sam this week. Understand? Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We got game number 2 from Adrian Petersons versus Yo Soy Fiesta. Peter, I still love your team name, even though you're 1-5. Ryan did very well. He's got a record of 4-2 now. Your boy Allen Robinson's pretty good pickup. I don't know if many people saw that coming, but good job. Arian Foster's back, killing it like he always does. Steve Smith, you going to put him up on trading block or what, man? He had 19 points on your bench versus my hometown San Francisco 49ers, but that's okay. I'll take it anyways. Peter, man, every time I look at your team, it's not bad, but your running backs need some help, and, I mean, you always lose, man. That's just a story. That's the story, what it is, so... Anyways, I ain't going to spend too much time on that, but final note from this game, 2 teams going in opposite directions. You got Peter pushing hard for that Sacco. Ryan 4-2. Not quite first place. Almost there, though. Keep going, Mets. All right. Back on. Oh, game 3. Game of the week right now. Oh, that's number 2. I wasn't ready for it. But that's -2, Sam Bradford. Sorry. Don't blame me. It wasn't my fault. Okay, that's good. I won't blame you anymore, though. The game of the week, Dylan Panthers versus Drillum Spiller. Also a nice alliteration there with the team names. I appreciate it. Did you guys plan that? Dylan Panthers, 139 points. You know, Dylan Panthers won. He's got 637 points. He's the highest point total out of anyone in the league right now. He's averaging over 100 points a week. That's pretty good, Brandon. You keep that up, you might just make the playoffs. I mean, what can I say? You got Ivory, and you got Blunt, you got Hopkins, man. You got some pretty good players. Keep it up. Spiller. I mean, Murray finally got it going. I understand that, but Brandon Marshall, man, his point total looks bad on the bench there. I understand that. Just no beans. I just feel like maybe if Calvin Johnson would have caught one more ball, maybe for like 20 yards, you might have had a chance, could have won, but you can't catch them all. You know, speaking of catching them all, how you going to catch all these? Who is that? He doesn't. Is that Charmander West? Who did someone pick you up this week, Charmander? Did you what? You tried to lay a goose egg because you know your owner likes eggs. I get it. Well, Charmander, we'll see you later in the show. All right, you take care now. All right, moving on. We got Team Kristen versus Mackenzie Walker. Mackenzie. What can I say? You're almost there. It just seems like Titans D didn't show up for you this week. That's kind of a bummer. And then Pierre Garçon. You got to trust the French. I don't care what Obama says, man. You got to trust them. Team Kristen. Don't look now. She's 4-2. I think she's, and this isn't just, me speaking, but she's got a solid team. Kind of had help during the draft. But either way. Either way, man, her running backs are crushing it. Devontae Freeman, I think league MVP. I think we can all agree upon that right now. And when then Ben Roethlisberger comes back, Antonio Brown's going to be back up to double-digit points. She's a force to be reckoned with. All right, I'd be nervous if I was the rest of the league. Anyways, moving on. Zebra Earth versus the Fu Manchu. And Zebra Earth, Bethany, I've never understood what your team name means, but Zebra Earth is killing it. And again, don't look now. BT is 4-2, ladies and gentlemen. She's got 4 wins and 2 losses. And you know why? Because she's got Julian Edelman.
From?
San Mateo. That's right. You know who also from San Mateo? Tom Brady. That's right. I had to get that in. You know that. All right. She got TJ Yeldon crushing it too. And then now over to Shane's team, man. Fu Manchu, more like Fu Man-Poo, man. Aaron Rodgers came up. Eddie Lacy just didn't produce this week. And, you know, that's all right. I think he will. But if you want to trade him, holla at your boy. I might be interested. But, again, I mean, what can I say? This was kind of a weak game. I mean, 90-something won it. I mean, if you don't score more than 90 points, you shouldn't win. And now, on to the real game of the week. The reason why you're all here. Mike Vick in a box versus the Inglorious Bradfords. Something like that. Oh, interception number 3. It hurts so good. Anyways, this game was a nail-biter. I mean, that's the very definition of a nail-biter. You know what? But it came down to, in the end, just playing the players that score points. Mike Vick in a box, played Andy Dalton, 21 points. Dante Moncrief, 12 points. Julius Thomas, off of injury, 13 points. That's what I'm talking about. And then on the flip side, you got Sam Bradford, 9.4 points. Maybe like 10 points. That's what you needed from Sam Bradford. Charmander West, probably needed more than 1 point. But I did look at your bench, Will, and you had one guy on there that did quite well. Yeah, Jonathan Stewart. You probably should have played him. Hey, maybe put him in next week. I don't really care. I think we play each other in week 14. So, you know what? Until then, brother, I'm still 5-1 in first place. That was our side bet. And I will see you all next week. And until then, you keep setting those lineups, and we'll see you in week 7.